didn't think I would be right back here doing this. But we about to yank this motor out the car, get it on the engine stands, see how bad the crank is. Hopefully it just got a bearing. So I might just get new rods too to put in there. But less than 15 passes on this motor, lost oil pressure. I think it lost oil pressure because of not enough oil in this F-body oil pan. It's my fault. For some reason, I put 7 quarts in there instead of 8, which I normally run 8 quarts in there. For some reason, I think that would be fine. It was not. Had 65 PSI oil pressure at idle on 2-step. Let go of that trans brake button, 10 PSI oil. And it killed the bearing. It didn't spin it because it drove back in here fine. Like, I didn't know anything was wrong with it. Like, if I didn't check the data log and just look at it. Let's get it out. 15 passes. It happens. All right, guys, so I got one of the heads off. Now, you want to see how much minimal runtime is on this motor? Check it out.
Yeah, that's barely any burn marks on this guy. I mean, barely any. I didn't clean it up or anything. Like I say, 15 passes at the track, couple of revs ups in the yard, and then the dyno, 4 or 5 pulls on the dyno section. And there you go. Yeah. So, we're gonna get this off to the machine shop, and we're gonna see what they say, whether they recommend new rods, new bearings, definitely new bearings. We'll see if the crank's jacked up. You know, before I just throw this one back together, I've always said I should have took that crank out of that one, since that one is an Eagle crank. This is a stock crank. Should have put that crank in here. But I was kind of wanting to save that aftermarket crank for a 388. I mean, this one is good right here. This make good power. This is making really good power. So I kind of just want to get this one back together and put this back in the car because I like the power that this thing was making on 20 PSI. Almost 1,200 horsepower at 20 PSI flat. So this thing at 30, we've been doing. So, yeah. Not even enough. We just gonna go ahead. I was debating on even reusing these head gaskets. But we'll probably just get new head gaskets and throw the 5.3. We'll see. We'll see how far the machine shop is out on getting this one back together. If it's gonna be like 2-3 months, I'm gonna just put the 5.3 back together and run with that. If it be like a couple weeks before they can get this back together and I can get it back in the car, I'm gonna ride with this. We'll see. I can wait 2 weeks to put this back in here. We'll see what they say. Plus I got a few things I can do over there to get the car back how I want it anyway. And I need to fix that pan. I could buy a new pan, new aftermarket pan. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the pickup tube to the back. Right? And then I won't even need a baffle, just move it to the back. And it kind of has a little baffle in it. I just go and show you. So it already has this in here. So I'm gonna move the pickup tube back in here. And then what I'm gonna do is, if I can clean it up good enough, I'm gonna weld just like a plate right in here so it'll keep the fluid in here, but not all the way up here, just like halfway, so it can somewhat circulate through. And then we're gonna make sure it's filled up with 7.5, 8 quarts. With the pickup tube towards the back, 7 quarts should be fine on a 60-foot launch. We'll see. Let me know what y'all would do. Would y'all take the Eagle crank the aftermarket Eco crank out of this one and put it in the 6.0 and get rid of the stock crank that's in there? Or would you keep running the stock crank that's in there? Let me know what y'all would do. But here's the bottom end of the 6.0. Get the heat they got on that bad boy. Now I think this crank is fine. I think it just needs to be, have to look at it, but yeah, it needs to be polished. As my finger can catch a little bit of that right there. Anyway, I'm gonna take these off. All of these got heat in it except for this one. These, I'm probably end up replacing all the rods, but look at that. Heat. Man. So I'm just end up replacing the rods. And I'll probably just take the rods out of that one. That's what I'm thinking. Rods and crank out of that one. So that's a forged crank. Put it in this one. Stock crank. Check the clearances. If they're good, send it. We'll see. Let me know what y'all think.